There's a moment every man dreads in a relationship. It's when you realize the woman next to you doesn't look at you the same anymore. She's still in the room, she still sends a good morning text, she still plays her part, but deep down, you feel the shift. The warmth is gone, the effort's gone, the spark that used to be automatic now feels just forced. She used to lean in closer, now she turns away. You used to light up when you walked in. Now, you can barely get eye contact. You start asking yourself, did I do something wrong? What changed? And the truth is, you didn't cheat, you didn't lie, you didn't stop loving her. You just made the mistake almost every good man makes. You assumed being liked was enough. You thought being the guy who listened, supported her dreams, helped her through anxiety would earn her loyalty. You thought if she stayed, that meant she valued you. But what you missed is that she was no longer looking up to you. She admired your kindness, but she stopped respecting your leadership, and that's when it hit you. You were good enough to be chosen, but not good enough to be followed. Because attraction isn't the finish line, respect is. Without it, you're not her man. You're her emotional support system, her backup plan, her just in case nothing else works out. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 6 things women do only for men they actually respect. Not for the men they use. Not for the men they manipulate. Not for the men they settle for. If you're not seeing these signs, don't panic. The answer is not to chase her harder. It's about becoming the kind of man she can't afford to lose. The man who rewires how she shows up in a relationship, because you don't just pull her in, you lead her. And if you've ever been confused, betrayed, or blindsided by a sudden shift in her energy, listen carefully. It's probably because she never respected you in the first place. That's not an insult, that's a wake-up call. And that's why I wrote Attraction Secrets to Decode the Psychology Women Follow Instinctively but Never Say Out Loud, to flip the dynamic back in your favor, without games, manipulation, or self-sacrifice. The link is in the description. Now, let's get into it. A woman can be attracted to you and still not respect you. She can sleep with you. She can call you her boyfriend. She can even say, I love you, and still never view you as the man she needs to submit to. That's because respect is a completely different game. Attraction pulls her in. Respect makes her stay aligned. It affects everything. How she talks to you, how she listens, how she handles conflicts, how she reacts under pressure, how she acts when you're not around. And here's what no one told you. A woman's love doesn't mean anything if it doesn't come with respect. So here we go. Trait number 1. She listens and actually adjusts. Most women are excellent at expressing themselves, but they're not always great at receiving you. She'll vent, she'll over-explain, she'll dump her feelings on you. But when you speak, does she actually listen? When a woman respects you, something changes. She stays quiet. She locks in. She's not just hearing you, she's processing you. She starts applying what you say. You bring up a concern once, she changes it. You correct her, she doesn't fight. You can actually see her thinking about it, because your input holds weight. Your words don't feel like just noise, they feel like guidance. If you're always repeating yourself or feel like your words bounce off of her, you're not leading. You're basically background noise. And no woman respects background noise. Number 2, she watches her mouth around you. You want to know how a woman really feels about you? Don't just watch what she does. Listen to how she speaks. If she's sarcastic, cutting, makes slick comments, or jokes at your expense, that's not just immaturity. That's her testing how far she can push you without consequences. But when a woman respects you, that sarcasm completely disappears. She doesn't talk to you like you're one of her friends. She doesn't treat you like a punching bag. That filter turns on automatically, not out of fear, but out of instinct, because she knows you're not a man she could run over, and you're not a man she wants to. Number 3, she changes her behavior without the attitude. There's a huge difference between a woman who hears your concerns and one who adjusts for them. You bring something up and she says, well, that's just how I am, or you're being too sensitive, or worse, every woman does that. That's not self-awareness, that's disrespect. But when a woman respects you, she listens, she absorbs, and she course corrects without the drama. No guilt trips, no attitude, no excuses. She doesn't need to be convinced to do better. She just does it, because in her mind, being out of alignment with you feels like being off code. This is her recognizing your value. Number 4, she talks about you with pride, even when you're not around. Respect shows up when you're not there. Is she silent when your name comes up? Does she downplay who you are? Or worse, does she make excuses for being with you? That's a red flag. But if her voice changes when she talks about you, if she quotes you, defends you, or you hear from her friends how often your name comes up, that means she sees you as a man worth attaching her name to. She's proud to be next to you, because you're not just the guy she sleeps with, you're the standard she uses to measure other men. Number 5, she asks for your input before making major moves. Attraction makes her crave your attention. Respect makes her crave your direction. If she includes you in major life decisions, if she asks for your thoughts before reacting emotionally, if she waits to hear what you think, She sees you as a man with judgment. You're not just her boyfriend, you're her counsel, and that's true power. That's influence most men never get to that level, because most men confuse being liked with being listened to and respected. Number 6, she drops the games and starts bringing you peace. If she used to test men, pull away randomly, start fights for attention, or run emotional laps just to feel power, but with you, she's calm. That's not just attraction. She's respecting your boundary line. When a woman finally meets a man who makes her feel safe and led, she stops fighting for control. She stops needing the upper hand, because she finally feels like she's next to a man who can't be shaken. That's what lets her know it's okay to be soft. That's what makes her want to bring peace into your life. She doesn't want to challenge you. She wants to contribute to you. Now, let me be honest with you guys here. You cannot attract the right women without being highly respected, because if you're not respected, she won't grow with you. She won't submit to you, and she won't stay when things get hard. So if you're not seeing these signs, do not beg for them. Command them by who you become. Because the moment a woman truly respects you, she can't go back to treating you like everyone else. And that's the difference between being a guy she settles for and the man she can never replace. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more insights on relationships and personal growth. Do you have questions about respect in relationships or anything else related to dating and self-improvement? Drop them in the comments below. I'll make a video to answer your questions and help you navigate these complex dynamics. And thank you for watching.